So I'll try to start out with a little vision I had the other day. I was feeling sick, and I was looking at an empty chair, and I was starting to have a vision of Jesus sitting in the chair in his king outfit. He was about 6 foot tall sitting there. And I'm thinking, how do I think about Jesus? Is he just like a 6 foot man or something? If I ask him to heal me or do a miracle for me, he seems to not do it or something. How do I really think about Jesus? And then I thought, well, I'm supposed to ask God questions and get answers back. It's like I'm asking Jesus the question, how do I think about you, Jesus? And I'm trying to get an answer back in this vision or something. And it's like me asking Jesus questions. Well, how big are you, Jesus? 6 foot tall? Jesus says to me, no, I'm as big as the universe, Rod. Or why don't you make my life really easy and suffering free or something? And it's like Jesus says, I am perfect. I'm not making any mistakes. If you got some weakness in your life, I'm fully aware of it, and I can bring good out of it for you. To understand we got to live in an evil and suffering world. To understand we got a perfect Jesus with us in an evil and suffering world. It's like when Paul was in prison, perfect Jesus was with him. When Daniel was in slavery to Babylon, perfect God was with him. We have to live in an evil and suffering world, but we can have a perfect God helping us through it. So we got to fight off Satan trying to get us to choose to think wrong about God, or think the wrong way about God, the wrong way about perfect Jesus with us. And choose to think God's right way about himself, God's right way about perfect Jesus with us, God's right way about ourselves. I'm a sinner, but I can have Jesus take my sins away and fill me with his Holy Spirit and let him live through me, not me, and I can be successful in this world fighting against evil spirits and evil people or whatever, and winning with Jesus. Jesus just has to speak a word and your enemies disappear. Jesus just has to speak a word and miraculous food appears. I don't need the mark of the beast or the government to take care of me, satanic government. I need perfect Jesus to take care of me with miraculous food if I need it and miraculous protection if I need it. So this is how we need to think right about perfect Jesus, and think right about perfect God, and think right about ourselves, that perfect God can take perfect care of us, and that we're in a spiritual war, but we don't have to lose it. We don't have to be ignorant of truth. God can help us to study truth, and he can teach us the truth, and then we can choose to believe in it or not. And if we choose to believe in it, we'll be successful, and if we choose not to believe in it, we won't be successful. We need to learn truth and meditate on truth, and then when Satan comes with these lies, like a curtain or something, God's not good, God isn't perfect, God's only 6 foot tall, God's like a weak security guard, he can't help you. You can fight that. No, Jesus is big as the universe. There's nothing too difficult for him to do. He's perfect. If I got problems in my life, he's not asleep or something. Full control of them. God wasn't asleep when Israel was going into slavery, and God wasn't asleep when Rome took Israel into slavery. God's not asleep when the satanic world empire today is taking everybody into slavery. The Bible teaches the wicked get slavery. You got to expect it. But it also teaches God can help you through the satanic slavery. They want to choose to follow Satan, he becomes their slave master. You want to follow Jesus, you can get God's help to deal with the slavery. It's like Romans 13:1 or something. God uses the slave governments of this world, like Pharaoh or King of Babylon or whoever's the world leaders today they don't tell us about. God controls them like puppets. He can use them to bring good into our lives, and he can use them to punish the wicked with. Satan's not in control. Evil people are not in control. God's in control. So that's the way we have to think right about God, and think right about this evil world, and think right about spiritual warfare, and think right about ourselves. I'm not very strong or powerful myself, but my God is. And he can help me through this evil and suffering world if I want to seek his help too. And then take me to a perfect place to live, heaven, which I don't deserve after I die, because he sent his son Jesus to die on the cross for me because he loves me so much. And he's right here with me, helping me through all this. Put your eyes on perfect Jesus with you. He's as tall as the universe, and there's nothing too difficult for him to do, and he's in perfect control of everything, and he can tell you what to do, give you the power to do it, and you can be successful in this life, even though you may not be healthy and wealthy all the time, because that's not really his plan for us yet. In heaven, not here on earth just yet.